stanza 13, 1-3. Take 12. कोशपञ्चकयुक्तस्य प्रत्यक्तत्वस्य नाम तत् विराजाकृतमित्येतत् सर्वसाधारणं मतम् असाधारणदेहस्य तत्तत्पित्रादिना कृतम् देवदत्तादिकं नाम जघन्यं पूर्वनामतः Virat Purusha saw that he and he alone is. None other than Virat is there. And so he thought, Aham Asmi. So he said, I am. So I am, he said, identifying with the physical embodiment, Sthula Sharira, the gross body, I am. So because of that, everyone considers oneself as me is, I am with respect to the body. That is, the name he got was Aham iti eva nama asya sampannam. Virat got the name Aham, and from Virat all of us are born. So also we have got the name Aham. And what is that Aham name is for what? Kosha panchaka yuktasya pratyak tattvasya namatat. Pratyak tattva is the Chaitanya tattva, Atma tattva, the pure awareness principle, but not simply pure awareness principle. Kosha panchaka yuktasya, the same Chaitanya Atma endowed with pancha koshas, means identified with 5 koshas. Chaitanya, Atma, pure awareness principle, pure consciousness principle, identified with the Panchakosha, the 5 sheets. Its name is what? Aham. Pratyak tattvasya tat nama. And how it came to us? Virat Purusha first considered oneself as I am, so it is inhering in all of us. Now you may say, we have got different names. What about those different names? He explains, these are the different names. Last time we have seen the Anvaya of 13. Tat tat pitradina krutam devadattadikam nama. To be added, tat tat asadharana dehasya, add bhavati tasmat. So purva namataha jaganyam, again add bhavati. Tat pitradina krutam devadattadikam nama. The specific names given to us for each and every individual who gives, parents give. Pitradina, tat pitradina, tat different. Tat means that, but when it's repeated, it means different. You can't say that. So it means different. So by different parents to their children, whatever the names that are given, tat pitradina krutam. Krutam means they are named. What are those? Devadattadikam nama. So Mr. Devadatta, etc. is a sample. Just like today Gupta, Kulkarni, you say like that. So it is Devadatta, Yajnadatta, Somadatta. So like these were the names in those days. So Devadattadikam nama. Mr. Devadatta, etc. These names are what? Tattad asadharana dehasya bhavati. These are the names for those specific bodies. Just think for a while, if each and every one of us individually don't have the name, will you be able to transact in the world? Suppose you want someone to call, you give the message to someone, how are you going to describe? If the name is not there. So labels are necessary. Otherwise you have to describe the features. You can't describe the feature just like that. You may say tall, you may say short, fat, lean. There may be thousands of people who are tall, short, lean, etc. So specific names, asadharane dehasya bhavati, they were meant for those specific embodiment. Tasma, therefore he says, these specific names are the one which come later, and therefore they are lower as it were. The first and foremost name is aham, that is the first name. So it says tasmat purvanamataha jaghanyam bhavati. Purvanama, first name is what? Aham. So I. So then that I, this name, specific name, Devadatta, etc., given to those individual embodiment, they are Jaghanyam. So Jaghanyam means last in the sense latter one. So that those which come later. Jaghanya also means low. So here the latter one, so later than the Aham. So that means the first is aham, then comes the specific name given to that particular embodiment. So this is how. So we find in the world also, in the Vyavahara, we do find. Ask someone, what is your name? Whichever language you may answer, in whichever language the question may be, how is the answer going to come? Who are you? I am. So therefore I am first comes, then comes so and so. Suppose not human being, you ask Indra, what will he say? What will Indra say? He may say we are, okay. you won't say only these so-called Jagat Gurus, etc. may say Mathadipatis. Mathadipatis may say we are. That we are means what? I am. You know that like the station masters. You know that station master story? Before independence, in the remote south, a train halted at a station, a small station. And some English gentleman, bada boss tha, so he got on sab, he got down. So he found a person there. He asked, just curiosity, because the train was halting for a while, he wanted, who is the station master? He replied, I is the station master, he said. Are you the station master? Yes, sir, I am the station master. Never mind English. So I thought he didn't know whatever little English he knew. He asked, who is the station master? I is the station master. Are you the station master? I are the station master. So it doesn't matter. So he may say we are, we may say, but we are also means I am only. So therefore first comes I am. So he demonstrates now. Everyone does say first I am, and then the particular name is uttered. Kastvamittesha prishta san adavahamiti bruvan paschat jaganyam namedam vakti jidnyasave janaha eshaha janaha एषः जनः कहा त्वम् इति पृष्टः सन् कहा त्वम् इति पृष्टः सन् आदौ अहम् इति ब्रुवन् आदौ अहम् इति ब्रुवन् पश्चात् इदं जघन्यं नाम पश्चात् इदं जघन्यं नाम जिज्ञासवे vakti. Jignasave vakti. So if someone asks, who are you? Eshaha janaha. Eshaha janaha means these people or these people. Eshaha janaha means when a person asks like this, what do they ask? Kastvam. Who are you? So who are you? When asked, how do they reply? Kastvam iti prishtaha san. When asked, who are you? So if because they want to know who the person is. So what they say? San. When asked so. Adau. In the beginning. Aham iti bruvan. First they say aham, me. So I am. So what do they say afterward? Paschat, later. Idam jaghanyam nama jidnyasave vakti. This Jaganyam Nama, the latter one, the specific one like Devadatta, etc. The specific name, it tells later to whom? Jidnyasave, one who is desirous knowing who the person is. It's why we do find. So everywhere it is so. Suppose somebody in a short form, without saying I am so, he means that only, is it not? Only say Ram. Ram means I am Ram. So it does may mean that only as such. So this is what we find, and that Aham came from where? Original who? The very Virat Purusha from whom we are born. Now, is it good or bad? Aham name is for whom? Remember, Koshak Panchaka Yuktasya Pratyagatmanaha. For Pratyagatma endowed with Panchakoshas, identified with the Panchakoshas. Desirable or undesirable? Huh? Not desirable. How come? Say, look, you have got only one car. I give you 3 cars. Desirable or undesirable? Something more I give you? Is it not? Don't you want to have more? So like that, earlier what were you? Only Chaitanya, Pratyag only was there. Now what has happened? See, Panchakoshas have come. Is it not more the better? Say no. So you are inviting sorrow. Shruti says, Ayyo, it is a pitiable condition. Shuddhasyapi ajnanavashat idrishi duravasta. Pratyagatma is Shuddha, Ananda Swarupaha. No trace of sorrow at all. Pure awareness doesn't have any trace. Chaitanya, pure awareness, doesn't have any trace of sorrow, can be very easily verified. How? Do you ever experience sorrow? Now itself many may be having, can't sit properly, can't see properly. Huh? Any sorrow whatsoever. And when do you experience sorrow? Look, whatever may be the sorrows and whatever may be the causes of sorrow, they have to be invariably in the waking and the dream state. In sleep, no one can ever experience sorrow. Is it not? So that's why. In waking and dream, whenever you experience sorrow, how do you experience? What is required? Maybe external causes are there. We don't deny the external causes, but that external causes need to get reported to you in your antakarna, in your psyche, in terms of a vritti, a thought, antakarna vritti corresponding to the sorrow. And if that vritti, a thought corresponding to the sorrow, doesn't get registered in your mind, even though external cause of sorrow is there, you don't experience the sorrow. Suppose you have got a little knee problem and you are so much engrossed in this teaching that till you are sitting here, you don't feel that pain. The moment you get up, what happens? It is there. All along when you are sitting here, it was faithfully there. But what happened? Your mind got so preoccupied in the teaching, the mind was preoccupied with the vrittis corresponding to the teaching, and therefore there was no room for pain akara vritti to surface in your mind. As a result, what happened? Even though cause for pain is there, you could not, that means you could not experience that. Is it? That means for every experience, not only sorrow, anything that you know, antakarna vritti must be. Do you know Sir Isaac Newton what happened? Somebody had taken an appointment with this guy. It's very difficult to meet us. So very important work is there. So around 11:30 or so a.m. he gave the appointment and he was working in the laboratory. And he went, of course he was asked to sit there in the room. So, and the strict instructions were there that nobody should be allowed in the laboratory. So this gentleman sat there. Now 11:30 has come, within half an hour or so he will come. 11:30, 12, 12:30, 12, 1, 1:30, 2, 2:30. This guy is not at all. Okay, that is fine, but 2:30 means what? Pet mein chuhe daudne lage. This fellow was very hungry, so very hungry. But he can't go because suppose he comes in between, what will happen? Again to get the appointment is very difficult. So what to do? He was in a fix. By that time, the servant of Newton brought a dish. That means a lunch for him and kept on the table, and he went. Means he was expected. Still he waited. Now he should come 3 o'clock. But he was so hungry. You know what he did? He ate the lunch. Lunch that was kept for Newton. He ate it. So after some time, who had come? The servant had come. He said, look, this is what has happened. Please bring another plate for who? Newton. Of course, the servant understood that, and some provision must have been there as such. He went. By that time, Newton came. First he said, oh, I gave you appointment. Very sorry, I forgot. But one thing, I hope you won't mind, just another 20 minutes. I'm so hungry, I will eat and then talk to you. Because the plate was covered with another plate. Okay. So he thought the food is there. So, and he opened the lid to find the plate to be empty. You know what he said? He started, see, I ate the food but I don't remember. I ate the food but I don't remember. The fellow, the guest, the person who had come to meet was so apologetic. He says, sir, it happened so. Then he burst into laughter. See, so this is what we scientists are. Think of it. Anyway, now, the moment he came out, he was so hungry. By 3:30 or so he came. Do you mean to say till then in the laboratory he had no hunger? Suddenly he emerged out, he had the hunger. But he was so much engrossed in the research that he had no report of the hunger. Like that. So any sorrows are reported through antakarana vritti. But that thought, antakarana vritti, is inert by itself. And yet you are aware means it is made known, illumined by Chaitanya Tattva, the only knowledge principle. So, the Chaitanya Tattva, the Pratyagatma, your true I, which makes you know the sorrowful antakarana vritti, should necessarily be free from that antakarana vritti. So, all sorrows belong to whom? Antakarana, whatever may be the external cause. Chaitanya, which makes you know, is totally free from sorrow. Just as sun illumines the world, what happens in the world is not part and parcel of the sunlight. So the illuminator is distinct from illumined. So that being the case. So here is a problem because taking the Panchakoshas means inviting the sorrow. So therefore say the Shruti that is said a very pitiable condition. How is it? Let us say that is Shuddhasyapi. Even though Chaitanya Pratyagatma is Shuddha, means free from sorrow, says then what happens? Ajnanavashat, not knowing the Swarupa, the true I, Chaitanya, pure awareness, identifying with the koshas, suffers the sorrows called as samsara. So therefore now it is pointed out, Chideka rasa atmaiva Kashmale kosha panchake Ekatam abhisampannaha Aham karotyabhimanataha Chideka rasaha atma eva Kashmale kosha panchake Ekatam abhisampannaha Abhimanataha ahankaroti Ekatam abhisampannaha Abhimanataha ahankaroti Chidekarasaha atma eva. The one whose swarupa is Chit ekarasaha. Chit Chaitanya. So Chaitanya. And what Chaitanya, the pure awareness principle, the only cognitive principle in the entire creation. There is no second cognitive principle. Cognitive principle means that because of which you are able to know something, including what you don't know is known because of which. That principle is Chit Chaitanya, pure awareness, cognitive principle, pure consciousness principle. And it is Ekarasa. Ekarasa means nothing but Ananda Swarupa. Raso Vaisaha Rasagahevayallabdvanandi Bhavati. Raso Vaisaha. Rasa means Ananda. So Ananda Swarupa Rasaha. So that also can be verified from our sleep. In sleep we don't have perception of anything which possibly we think are the sources of joy. Yet there is Ananda. That is one soul true nature. That is Ananda Swarupa. Ideka Rasaha Atma Eva. That is the true I. And yet what has happened? Kashmale Kosha Panchake Ekatam Abhisampannaha. Kashmale Kosha Panchake. Kashmala means foul, dirty, disgraceful. In the 5 koshas, Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Andamaya Kosha. In these 5 koshas, and what are they? Kosha Panchake, Kashmale, which are foul, dirty, disgraceful. In that, Ekatam Abhisampannaha. Ekatam Abhisampannaha, identified with, taking them as I, taking the koshas as I, identified with Abhisampanaha. What does it do? Abhimanataha. Because of that Abhimana here is identification. Aham karoti. So he takes it as I, mistakes it as I. Now one may say, what is wrong? Nothing wrong, everything is wrong. You know, right? All sorrows belong to these koshas, and that are mistaken to be one Swarupa, not knowing one Swarupa, which is Chideka Rasa. So this is what the lot of even who? Prajapati. Even Prajapati so had landed in such a problem. Now you may be a little curious. How this Prajapati got this post? Can we also get this post? I think somebody may have desire also. You can decide later. Fine, okay. First, patiently listen what Shruti has to. Shruti means what author has to say based on Shruti. Afterwards, you can decide whether it is worth aspiring or not. Don't come to a hasty conclusion right now. Okay, but you just listen. The question comes, so how did this Prajapati got this post of Virat Purusha? Actually, this Prajapati was also a jiva like anyone in the past kalpa. Because of his own efforts, he has got this post of Prajapati Purusha, Virat Purusha Prajapati. Virat Purusha Prajapati in the sense Virat Purusha, because Prajapati word is also at times used for Hiranyagarbha or Virat Purusha. We are discussing Virat Purusha. So let us see now how we got it. This is based on Shruti, that is Sahayat Purvaha Asmat Sarvasmat Sarvan Papmanaha Aushat Tasmat Purushaha. Why this Virat Purusha is called Purusha? Because of this reason. What did he do? Sahayat, the one who, Purvaha Asmat, before all of us, earlier to all of us, Asmat Sarvasmat. What did he do? Sarvan Papmanaha Aushat. So he terminated, Aushat destroyed, terminated, eliminated all papas. So therefore he is called as what? Purushaha. So this is the third. You have got Purusha, the Purusha. You have 2 definitions of Purusha. What are those with respect to Atma? Purnatvat Purushaha, Purau Ushatiti Purusha. That is what is referred to Atma. One who is full and complete, all pervasive, is called Purna, Purusha. Also Purau Ushati, one abides in the embodiment, also is called as Purusha. Now with respect to Virat Purusha, the derivation is given, that is Sahayat Purvaha Asmat Sarvasmat Sarvan Papmanaha Aushat. The one before all of us terminated, eliminated all the papas, Tasmat Purushaha, he is called Purushaha. So based on that, so how did he get this Virat post? Let us see now. Bahavotita kalpene asan yadyapyupasakaha तथापि भावनाधिक्यात् एक एव विराडभूत् अतीतकल्पे यद्यपि आसन यद्यपि उपासकः, टेक दैट यद्यपि, अतीतकल्पे यद्यपि अन्ये, अन्ये आसन, after sandhi becomes anya asan. When you split the sandhi, it is अन्ये. अन्ये बहवः बहवः आसन, बहवः उपासकः उपासकाः, बहवः, टेक दैट, उपासकाः आसन अतीतकल्पे यद्यपि अन्ये बहवः उपासकाः आसन, देन तथापि भावनाधिक्यात् एकः एव विराट अभूत्, एकः एव विराट अभूत् अतीतकल्पे, in the previous kalpa. Previous kalpa means previous kalpa has got dissolved, dissolution has taken place, and now the new kalpa has started. So first who was born because of Ishvara Sankalpa, Hiranyagarbha was born. Hiranyagarbha has created now Prajapati. Prajapati is now going to create all the other progeny. So that in the past kalpa, immediate past kalpa, Atita Kalpe, Yadyapi, even though there were many upasakas, so Yadyapi, अन्ये बहवः उपासकाः आसन, आसन were there, even though there were many other upasakas. What type of upasakas they were? All those who were aspiring for post of Prajapati, this Virat Purusha. So all this, there are specific upasanas and karmas told to gain the post of this Virat. So therefore, though there were many of them who were putting forth effort in terms of upasana to become the Virat Purusha, tathapi, even then, bhavana adhikya, bhavanayaha adhikya. Bhavanaya is the upasana, because of adhikya, intensity of upasana. Because of the intensity of upasana, ekaha eva virat abhut, means the one who has become now Virat, he surpassed all other upasakas first. Others also must have done the same thing, but he was the first who could surpass them. As a result of this upasana, he destroyed all his papas and became eligible for getting the post of Virat Purusha. So, ekaha eva Virat abhut. So that means, is it easy or difficult? Even if you succeed in course of time performing that upasana, what is good? Your number also counts. You should be first. So first he should be. I told you earlier, no? Suppose for some seats, etc. At least there are a couple of hundreds of seats even after reservation. Here it is what? Only one seat. So one seat. So like that. So that is, he became Virat. Dagdhavan bahu janmabhihi tato virada bhudanyopi evam dagdha bhaved virat bahu janmabhihi nisheshena asuram papam asuram papam dagdhavam, asuram papam dagdhavam tataha virat abhut anyaha api evam dagdhva virat bhavit, anyaha api evam dagdhva virat bhavit. Bahujanma bhihi, Bahujanma bhihi means after many births. Many is not just It can be any number of births. So